warm up next week. I'll have all the details coming right up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 10, the partnership would begin after the current contract expires next year. City leaders say this is really going to enhance the game of golf for our area colleges. It is time now for our first check of the weather, and for that, we check in with meteorologist Jenna Petracci. Nice evening out there, now that all the rain's gone.
Yeah, much better than the last couple of nights. We'll certainly take it. It'll get a little chilly as we go into the overnight hours, but right now, not too bad. Winds are calm as well, and skies are clearing. Here's a look at our almanac for the day. We were actually a few degrees above average, high of 77, low of 53 degrees. No rainfall today in Augusta, but over the last 24 hours, we did pick up some rain in our southern line counties from the Wrightsville area over into Sylvania. Swainsboro picked up around a quarter of an inch of rain, and you can see on satellite and radar those clouds pushing off towards the southeast now, just a few left over. And tomorrow we're getting ready for a nice sunny day. So this is the system that brought us all the severe weather on Sunday and Monday morning. It's been stalling over the area. Now it's a cold front, and we'll be pushing off towards the east, low pressure to the north of us. So that's causing this shift in wind direction. We have a northwest wind for some of our counties and a southwest wind towards the south, so impacting Augusta and Aiken. So we have that system pushing through now. Temperatures in the upper 50s and low 60s. Augusta at 58, 62 in Thompson and Evans. Aiken, you're at 61, 63 in Wrightsville, and 64 in Washington. You can also see where the system is located based off our dew points. We're seeing low 50s now in our northwest counties, much drier air moving in compared to the muggy conditions for the rest of us. So as that dry air filters in with high pressure, we'll have a nice round of sunshine tomorrow. Breezy conditions, though, winds up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures climbing into the upper 60s. We are warming up each day this week with rain and storms returning on Saturday, followed by another big warm up next week. So coming up, I'll have a look at your forecast all week long, but back to you, Brad.
Thanks a lot, Jenna. We appreciate it. An autopsy schedule is pushed to cancel some college student loan debt is facing new resistance. Nearly 40 Republican senators unveiling a resolution to overturn a plan to cancel as much as $20,000 in debt. They also want to end the pause on loan payments through the Congressional Review Act. The House version is expected to roll out this week. The Supreme Court expected to rule by June on the president's efforts to get rid of student loan debt. A judge ordering former Vice President Mike Pence to testify about his conversations with former President Trump. Coming up, the information he is expected to share right after the forecast from Jenna.
.edu or call 803-641-3305 for the best in unique men's sportswear. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Tuesday evening. Not a bad night. We're done with the rain finally, clearing skies. Roads are drying out, and temperatures are going to be a little chilly tonight, but not too bad right now. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over in Waynesboro. We're in the upper 50s in Augusta. Dew point also in the upper 50s. We'll have some drier air moving in shortly once the system finally pushes off towards our south. Seeing anywhere from the upper 50s through mid-60s. 62 in Thompson, 63 now in Gibson. McCormick, you're at 64, 61 in Barnwell and Aiken, and 62 down in Sylvania. Still dealing with the clouds in some of our southern line counties. Just some high-level clouds up towards the north as this cold front pushes through. Low pressure around the upstate border of North Carolina. This is the system that brought us all the severe weather over the weekend and the start to our work week. It's been stalling for quite some time, but finally starting to book it off towards the southeast, and high pressure will be coming in from the west, bringing us a lot of sunshine for tomorrow. Giving it a birdie tomorrow just because it will be pretty chilly in the morning. We're starting out in the mid-40s. It will also be pretty windy throughout the day. A northeast wind of around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusts up to around 20. But we will have lots of sunshine and pretty comfortable temperatures in the afternoon, staying in the 60s. So we're climbing up, though, big time. 70s by Thursday, 82 degrees by Friday. Over the weekend, still staying warm. And then notice by this time next week, high of 85. And it only climbs up further from there. So I'm expecting very warm temperatures next week and into the following week. At that point, we will be into April. So well above average temperatures for all of the southeast. Now, as for the rain, we have a nice dry stretch through Friday, but just like last weekend, it looks like we'll have another front come through, and that'll bring a round of strong to possibly severe storms on Saturday. So let's get right into our feature cast now. Here's that high pressure I was talking about, which will build in from the west, clearing our skies out all the way through the start of Friday. But then all eyes are on our next system brewing out in Texas. Notice all the moisture coming in with a south wind, and that'll bring in the warmer air and increase our moisture once again ahead of this system. So by Friday night, we'll start to see more clouds. Cold front comes through on Saturday morning. Looks like it'll be out of here by Saturday night. We should be good to go by Sunday. But now's a good time to download our live Viper 6 weather app so you can stay up to date with the latest information, and especially for this Saturday. Lows tonight will be in the low to upper 40s, colder to the north. Same with our highs for tomorrow, a little bit cooler, 67 in Augusta. And over the next 10 days, looking beautiful Wednesday through Friday. We have a lot of sunshine, making it into the 80s on Friday. And next week, we'll see a lot of 80s as well, going up to 86 degrees. And we'll be right back.
For backpack, a name you can trust. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, today was the first day of the Augusta National Women's Amateur over at Champions Retreat, as 72 of the world's best amateurs played a practice round representing 20 different countries. First up, I got a chance to watch some of defending champions.
Can count on.
Well, today was the first day of the Augusta National Women's Amateur over at Champions Retreat, as 72 of the world's best amateurs played a practice round representing 20 different countries. First up, I got a chance to watch some of defending champion Anna Davis's play. With her big win last year, Anna became the youngest winner of this tournament, and now she looks to become the first back-to-back champion. She got off to a great start in the morning, and I watched her tee off on 10, which she actually birdied. But she looks really comfortable, and she even mentioned that despite everyone expecting her to be feeling the pressure, that's the last thing on her mind.
I kind of feel like the opposite. I feel like earlier in the week I was putting more pressure on myself. But I don't know, once you're here, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to enjoy myself. You know, it's a pretty golf course, playing good golf with good people. So, you know, just enjoy the experience.
Teeing off at 8:46 on Wednesday morning is the top amateur in the world, Rose Zhang. This will be her 4th appearance at Champions Retreat as the Stanford sophomore tries to capture a victory that has been eluding her.
I would say in terms of resume, for sure, the Analyze is a title that I haven't achieved yet. So it's really cool to be able to be here and get another go at it. But I don't really think much about these things. I feel like I've been really thankful to even place well the last couple years. So right now, my forefront goal is to make that cut.
And right behind her in the world rankings is Ingrid Lindblad, who had her best finish last year as the co-runner-up behind Anna Davis. While she did say she's really excited to be here, the LSU star mentioned that this year the course feels just a little bit different.
Know what it takes, like how to play on this course. A lot of parts usually help. I think with the greens being softer today, I assume they will be softer like during the week, so you can kind of go more at the pins and not play as conservative. So I was excited to be back.
And finally, a new name you will want to know, Gianna Clementi is making history before she even steps on the tee box. At 15 years and 1 week old, she is the youngest golfer in the field. She says she doesn't mind it though, and she feels like age is just a number.
I'm super confident. I think it's going to be a really good week. I've put in a lot of prep the last couple weeks just to make sure that I'm prepared for everything that this golf course has to offer. I think it's going to be a really good week, and I'm definitely very comfortable with the big stage.
The field gets its first look at Augusta National Golf Club on Tuesday night at the annual Chairman's Reception. The first groups will tee off at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning for the first round, and I will have coverage of the women's amateur for you all weekend.
It's my weekly lunch.
Powered by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
And last but not least, teased it as the field trip of dreams for some high school students in New York.
Kalarama explains they are culinary students, but their studies took them outside the classroom.
This is where some of the stars of Raising Kanan eat their carefully crafted meals while filming the Stars TV show.
You gonna question me?
This is our full-scale bakery that we feed the cast and crew with. We'll do fresh muffins in the morning, breads in the morning, cinnamon rolls from scratch.
Jane Carroll is in charge of the catering for 11 stages at Lionsgate Studios in Yonkers.
You guys have free reign. Go wherever you want.
But today, 60 students are getting the Hollywood treatment for a lesson in culinary entrepreneurship.
I don't actually eat meat, so I had a whole bunch of the vegetarian and vegan options. I had the potatoes, I had a ricotta cheese pizza, and right now I'm enjoying these pecan squares.
Is it really good?
It's really good,
Oh, that's awesome.
but I could make it better.
Oh, I like that confidence.
I also want them to see how exciting it is, right? That catering can be very exciting. They'll have an opportunity to see how we interact so closely with the cast and crew.
After a heart attack at 41, Jane turned to food for healing
Trays,
and turned into a high-demand business, making healthy food for actors and film crews on set.
these are our purple smashed potatoes, okay, with chili oil. They have the antioxidants and the health benefits of blueberries. But if you taste them, they taste just as buttery as a Yukon Gold potato.
The Charter School of Educational Excellence offers these students a career and technical education learning restaurant operation and hands-on cooking experience starting their sophomore year.
It gives them opportunity and basically real-world experience.
Oh, it all looks delicious and so healthy.
Yeah, it looks really good. We'll love to try that.
Love it. Great job.
Well, we have some nice sunshine over the next few days. Temperatures are on the rise. 60s tomorrow, 70s Thursday, and then 80s by Friday. We'll have more rain and storms moving in to start the weekend. A few more showers next week with a big warm-up. We'll briefly cool down back into the mid-70s on Sunday, but then by the middle of next week, we'll have mid-80s, and our lows are climbing as well. We'll be in the 50s and even low 60s, so it looks like we won't have a freeze anytime soon, so that's very good news.
Yeah,
Feeling
it
more
is.
like spring.
Nice Masters Week forecast there, Jenna. Thank you, and thank you all for watching. We're back at 11 on News Channel 6. Hogan's Heroes is next.
God, America.
We are finally done with the rain, and the sun is coming back tomorrow, along with a warming trend. We'll be in the 80s by Friday. All the details coming right up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, how one local organization is promoting awareness of Alzheimer's in a musical way. We'll take you there. Also ahead, big changes coming to the Augusta Municipal Golf Course. Who could be running the patch coming up? And lawmakers trying to get a medical marijuana bill through in South Carolina. As your news at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 11.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thank you for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins with a concert to help people and their families who are dealing with Alzheimer's. Nikita Dennis, live in our Satellite News Center, covering music for memories tonight. Nikita?
Yeah, Via Cognitive Health is promoting awareness for Alzheimer's disease while raising money to help patients they serve.
Well, Alzheimer's and dementia are are illnesses that are all over right now, very prevalent, and a lot of people have been affected by it.
A night of fun for a very important cause. Via Cognitive Health hosted a special concert Tuesday at the James Brown Arena with singers Kane Brown and Mitchell Tenpenny.
Well, music is kind of a universal love for most people, and especially for Alzheimer's and dementia patients. There's something about music that brings everybody together, and they can enjoy it no matter what state of mind they're in.
This is the 13th annual Music for Memories benefit concert. Via Cognitive Health, formerly the Judd C. Hickey Center, provides daily activities for people with mild to moderate dementia or Alzheimer's.
We're actually building a new building on Washington Road near I-20, and hopefully it'll be bigger and better, and we'll be able to help families who are dealing with Alzheimer's and dementia.
And while this may be a fun concert, Jones says she wants people attending to leave inspired.
I hope that they have a great time, and I hope they also understand that they are a big part of this fundraiser, which is raising money to support Via Cognitive Health, and we hope that they will come back again year after year.
Board members with Via Cognitive Health says this benefit concert is one of their biggest turnouts so far. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF News Channel 6.
Yeah, good night for that concert for sure. As we take a first check of our weather, meteorologist Jenna Petracci is with us now.
Yeah, the weather is really nice tonight, and we certainly deserve it after all the rain and storms that came through Sunday and into Monday, even a little bit of rain today. But right now, nice and dry outside. Here's our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Washington Road. Roads are drying up. Today was pretty warm, reached a high of 77 degrees, putting us a few degrees above average. Low temperature also above average at 53. No rain recorded today in Augusta, though. All those showers stayed to the south of the metro, picked up around a quarter of an inch down in Emmanuel County. Other than that, just trace amounts with a whole lot of rain towards the south of the CSRA. Now the clearing skies are happening as the system pushes off towards the southeast. Low pressure along the border of North Carolina and Virginia, and we have the showers and storms ahead of that cold front now down in Florida. So we have that low pressure nearby, and that's causing the shift in wind direction depending on where you are. Northwest wind for our northern counties, southwest wind for our southern counties. Pretty breezy, 12 miles per hour in Edgefield. Temperatures are mild in the upper 50s and low 60s, 60 degrees exactly in Augusta, 62 in Thompson and Evans, Louisville at 61, 63 in Wrightsville, and 64 over in Waynesboro. Look at all the dry air coming in. Dew points really dropping off. Only 43 in Washington, 49 in Lincolnton. A very sharp gradient here. Muggy conditions towards the south where that front is still located. But by tomorrow, all of us will have much lower dew points with a lot of sunshine in store. Starting out chilly, 45 degrees. Breezy conditions as well. Expecting around a 10 to 15 mile per hour wind. And we'll climb into those mid to upper 60s. So sunny over the next few days with a warming trend. As we go into the weekend, we'll introduce another chance of rain and possible thunderstorms. And then next week, we'll have another big warm-up. So coming up, I'll have all the details on your forecast, but back to you, Brad.
Jenna, thank you. Big changes could be on the way to the...
The News Channel 6 mobile app is now even better. Download it today. The live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
I hope you had a nice Tuesday. The weather is definitely improving. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. No more rain. We're going to have a nice break with dry weather over the next few days. Comfortable temperatures right now. We're at 60 degrees, not too cold. West winds of 8 miles per hour. Dew point in the upper 50s. We're seeing temperatures in the low 60s for the most part. 62 in Sparta, 64 in Sandersville, 61 up in Lincolnton, upper 50s in Edgefield and Aiken, even down into Barnwell, 63 in Sylvania. So for satellite and radar, we're not seeing much happening now, just some lingering clouds along with this cold front that's now along the eastern shore here. Low pressure around North Carolina with showers ahead of it and a few more showers and thunderstorms ahead of that cold front. But we're paying attention to this blue H coming in from the west now. That'll bring us some nice sunny conditions over the next few days. So giving it a birdie tomorrow just because it will be a little chilly in the morning. Temperatures will be falling as we go into the overnight hours, waking up to 45 degrees. Then we'll climb into the 60s by the afternoon. 67 is our high for tomorrow, but we'll be in the 70s by Thursday, low 80s on Friday. Warm into the weekend and much warmer next week. Check out this time. Next week will be at 85 degrees, and it will only get warmer from there. We're expecting well above average temperatures across the southeast next week and into the following week. So as I mentioned, lots of sunshine over the next few days. We will be watching our next system though to enter the area on the weekend. 50% chance of rain as of now for our Saturday morning and afternoon, and then a few more showers into next week. So there's that high pressure I was talking about. That'll come in from the west, keeping us nice and sunny tomorrow. Clear skies all the way through Thursday and the start of Friday. But then we'll be paying attention to what's happening out in Texas. That's our next system with showers and storms forming. Potential severe weather across the southeast. This should lose a lot of its intensity as usual by the time it passes us, but we'll still have the chance of some strong to possibly even severe storms. So here's a look at 12 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday, still having that rain come through. Should be out of here, though, by around the evening hours. Now would be a good time to download the Wjbf 6 weather app so you can stay up to date with the latest weather information, especially for this weekend. Lows tonight will be in the low 40s through upper 40s, much chillier in our northwestern counties. And then as we go into tomorrow, we will be into the mid to upper 60s. So well below average, but still pretty comfortable. Really nice for this time of the year. Over the next 10 days, we're looking at a pretty good forecast all the way through Friday. We'll have much warmer temperatures by then, 82 degrees. Our lows are also warming up. We'll see a lot of upper 50s next week. Saturday will definitely be our rainiest and stormiest day, but then next week we'll have a few more showers with a long stretch of mid-80s.
All right, thank you, Jenna. And we do want to tell you that a hate crimes bill is one step closer to becoming law in South Carolina. In fact, today the House approved it. The bill, known as the Clemente C. Pinckney Act, would enhance penalties for violent crimes fueled by hate. It would provide protections for race, color, religion, sex, gender, national origin, sexual orientation, or physical and mental disability.
This bill will tell the state and the world we are one in South Carolina. We stand for progress. We stand for unity.
The bill's going to get a third reading Thursday, and then it goes to the Senate. Still ahead, a top teacher who brings a ton of real-world experience to the classroom. Our Golden Apple winner when News Channel 6 at 11 returns. But first, the winning numbers for tonight's South Carolina Lottery.
Our team today. The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service.
Welcome back, everybody. It is time to meet a very special teacher. Andrea Triplett has served in the military. She cares for birds, lots of birds, and she loves her students at Cross Creek High School. Her love and compassion for her job and for those young people really makes her stand out. Ms. Triplett is the winner of the Golden Apple Award. Andrea Triplett goes beyond the textbook and the classroom. She wants to show her students that the subjects she teaches have real-world applications.
Math is seen in every day. So growing up, I had this math teacher, Miss Harding, never forget her. Miss Harding took us outside and brought the real world to math. So we would go outside to calculate the height of a tree, to be able to throw the ropes. And just those kind of activities always stuck with me.
Mrs. Triplett recently saw the benefits of that approach with her geometry students.
They just did three-dimensional models to understand where you could see the effects of area and volume in everyday life, in planning a house, in building a farm.
Mrs. Triplett taught college back in 2001. Then 9/11 happened, and she signed up for service. She did 3 combat tours. She returned to this part of her career in 2016. When she's not teaching, she's tending to her feathered friends.
I have 126 birds. I have quails, 1 turkey, several different types and breeds of ducks, and then I also have my lovely parakeets inside.
Mrs. Triplett has a real heart for caring for these creatures.
I have several of them that are special needs and require intensive care on a daily basis. Some of them require heat lamps. Some are blind, so they have to be segregated in enclosures.
That same compassion comes through in the classroom. It leads to success stories every day. Rewards that let Andrea Triplett know she is in the right place.
The smiles on their face, those aha moments, those loving, understanding moments when they themselves understand something to their completeness.
Congratulations, Mrs. Triplett. And if you know a teacher who deserves the Golden Apple Award, please reach out to us. All you have to do is go to our website, wjbf.com, and fill out a nomination form. Well, coming up, the first day of the 2023 Augusta National Women's Amateur is in the books. Kira Goldstein covering the practice round in sports. All right, let's bring
Weather headlines on News Channel 6, brought to you by Jamie Casino Injury Attorneys. Now, WJBF sports coverage you can count on.
Well, today was the first day of of the Augusta National Women's Amateur over at Champions Retreat as 72 of the world's best amateurs played a practice round representing 20 different countries. First up, I got a chance to watch some of defending champion Anna Davis's play. With her big win last year, Anna became the youngest winner of this tournament, and now she looks to become the first back-to-back champion. She got off to a great start in the morning, and I watched her tee off on 10, which she actually birdied, but she looks really comfortable, and she even mentioned that despite everyone expecting her to be feeling the pressure, that's the last thing on her mind.
I kind of feel like the opposite. I feel like earlier in the week I was putting more pressure on myself. I don't know, once you're here, you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna enjoy myself, you know. It's a pretty golf course, playing good golf with good people, so, you know, just enjoy the experience.
Teeing off at 8:46 on Wednesday morning is the top amateur in the world, Rose Zhang. This will be her 4th appearance at Champions Retreat as the Stanford sophomore tries to capture a victory that has been eluding her.
I would say in terms of resume, for sure, the ANWA is a title that I haven't achieved yet. So it's really cool to be able to be here and get another go at it. But I don't really think much about these things. I feel like I've been really thankful to even place well the last couple years. So right now, my forefront goal is to make that cut.
And right behind her in the world rankings is Ingrid Lindblad, who had her best finish last year as the co-runner-up behind Anna Davis. While she did say she's really excited to be here, the LSU star mentioned that this year the course feels just a little bit different.
Know what it takes, like how to play on this course. A lot of parts usually help. I think with the greens being softer today, I assume they will be softer like during the week, so you can kind of go more at the pins and not play as conservative. So I was excited to be back.
And finally, a new name you will want to know. Gianna Clementi is making history before she even steps on the tee box. At 15 years and 1 week old, she is the youngest golfer in the field. She says she doesn't mind it, though, and she feels like age is just a number.
I'm super confident. I think it's going to be a really good week. I've put in a lot of prep the last couple weeks just to make sure that I'm prepared for everything that this golf course has to offer. I think it's going to be a really good week, and I'm definitely very comfortable with the big stage.
The field gets its first look at Augusta National Golf Club on Tuesday night at the annual Chairman's Reception. The first groups will tee off at 8 a.m. on Wednesday morning for the first round, and I will have coverage of the women's amateur for you all weekend.
You know, a lot of homeowners in this area are getting their houses ready to be rented for next week's Masters tournament. Good news is rentals are up. The first time we've been able to say that since the pandemic. Rental companies, including Airbnb and Vrbo, are becoming a more popular option for patrons. But Sue Parr, president of the Augusta Metro Chamber, says local rental bureaus have something those other companies don't.
We find that the customer service that all of our local rental bureaus provide is really beneficial for both the renter and the homeowner, because sometimes homeowners aren't sure what to rent for. Sometimes renters are looking for very specific types of properties, especially groupings of properties, that we really need that customer service to help them find that.
Homeowners say renting is a lot of work, but most of them say it is always worth the effort. After the break, how a teacher in New York is trying to teach children about nutrition by planting a few seeds of curiosity. I'll tell you about it coming up.
Accidents.
A teacher in New York wants to teach kids about what they eat and what it takes to burn off that food. The teacher, Stephen Ritz, just trying to show the life saving. A teacher in New York wants to teach kids about what they eat and what it takes to burn off that food. The teacher, Stephen Ritz, just trying to show the life-saving power of vegetables. He started his nonprofit, the Green Bronx Machine, after he had a heart attack right in front of his daughter. And now that nonprofit donates fruits and vegetables to help teach the benefits of healthy eating. So good job by him. Looks
Very
good,
cool.
too.
Yeah, I definitely need to eat more vegetables. I don't know about you, Brad.
Same here. Much more.
Yeah.
Many more.
Yeah, it's a struggle to remember to.
It is. It's tough. So many good servings of junk food out there to replace it. So, yeah.
Yep. Well, for our forecast this week, we have a nice warm temperatures. We're in the 60s tomorrow with sunny skies, then in the 70s on Thursday, low 80s Friday. Over the weekend, we will have rain and storms moving in on Saturday, 80 warm up next week. Highs will be in the mid 80s, lows in the upper 50s, and we'll just have a few showers around. So feeling like spring this week, almost like a summer-like pattern next week with those warm temperatures and a few showers around.
All right, thanks a lot, Jen, and thank you all for staying up with us. We appreciate it. Have a good night.